Here's the gear that I'll be taking on an overnight hike up San Jacinto. All right, starting over here, I'm gonna start with the electronics. Okay, well I've got my GoPro here with an extra battery and this handy selfie stick / tripod with sort of moldable legs, which is really nice. Got a little phone charging brick that'll charge my phone almost one time, which is perfect for when I'm gone just a day. And I've got a headlamp, cheap headlamp. And I also have this 360-degree camera that I'm going to be bringing. It's called a Fly 360, so I've never used it before, so I'm excited to try that out. For sleeping bag, I've upgraded to a Marmot Ultra Lite. It's about half the weight from my Buck sleeping bag. It's only rated to 30 degrees, but it's just right around 2 pounds, I believe. I'll be bringing 3 liters of water. Here's a Therm-a-Rest Z-Lite pad. I upgraded my tent to a Geertop, sort of ultra, not ultra light, but a Geertop 1-person tent. And here's the stakes for it. And this adds a little bit of weight. I think it's about 6 ounces, but the material on it's so thin, so this is just kind of a floor saver for the tent. All right, then I've got some sunscreen here that didn't find its way into a bag. But then, yeah, let's take a look at this bag here. This is mostly food items. Got a couple protein bars here. And some almonds, a snack, dinner, which is gonna be a little bit too much for one person, but yeah. All right, so in here I've got my 1-ounce micro stove. I'll include a link to it in the description. The thing's amazing, and it only weighs 1 ounce. The container I think weighs another ounce, so. And then I've got a Tokes 2-cup titanium pot, and inside this pot I have MSR fuel canister. 6 baby wipes, toothbrush, toothpaste, and earplugs. I got this cheapo whistle compass, but really I like it just because it has a watertight top for matches. So I've got matches in there. Just some cheap paracord, 50 feet. Tokes, I believe this is a Tokes titanium spoon, super light. I think it's like 0.6 ounces or something. I've got a single serve of coffee and a lot of sugar for the morning. And then last thing I have in this bag is my Sawyer water filter. A larger clothes bag here. Yeah, but in this bag, I just ran out of room in my food bag, so here's my oatmeal for the morning. Extra pair of socks, an extra t-shirt, an extra pair of underwear, and then just a windbreaker / hoodie jacket. The backpack that I'm going to be using is an Osprey 58-liter Exos. Tons of reviews on this bag online, so I'm not going to talk a whole lot about it. All right, well, let's get this thing packed up. I almost forgot one of the most important items, which is, for me anyway, it's a pillow. So this is a pillow by Summit Outfitters, cheap Amazon, self-inflatable, weighs 10 ounces. It's kind of big, but it's really the only way that I can sleep comfortably. All right, I'm all packed up. Everything you see here is 26 pounds. All right, we'll go ahead and take off. I found the trailhead, starting at Marion Mountain Campground. It's about 85 degrees, and we're gonna get started here. I got about 5.5 miles
to go to get to the summit. Getting a late start, so need to get the move on. The views are already pretty spectacular. Love these giant pine trees. The vegetation is really beautiful up here. But yeah, there's just some giant pine trees. Alright, about 2 miles. Get some really beautiful rock formations. Pretty darn steep. I'm about halfway. I'm not sure what my elevation is. I got to a bit of a quote-unquote flat section, so I caught my breath a little bit. It's starting to get a little bit cooler, which is nice, because in typical fashion I started my hike late. I got to the trailhead at 2 p.m. I just hit the Pacific Crest Trail, so that's kind of exciting. I've never been on this trail before. It's fun to think of all the thousands and thousands of people who have taken that trail all the way from Mexico to Canada. And I'm just going to be on it for a couple miles.
Because I hit the trail so late in the day, the sun was starting to set about 1.5 miles away from the summit. So I decided to set up camp for the night and summit in the morning. So this is what we have for dinner. This is pretty fancy. Let's see what we got here. We got lime, peanuts, yeah, peanut butter. Wow, and sriracha. That's amazing. And so there's the lime and then sriracha. Mmm. Sweet, no spilling. All right, seal it up. I'm really not hungry at all, but I'm excited to try that. It looks pretty good. So yeah, we gotta wait about 15 to 20 minutes. All right, food is done. Get that all mixed up. This is a lot of food. Unfortunately, I don't have anyone to share it with. Alright, it's probably going to take me a good 20 minutes or so to eat all this, so sit back and relax, buckle in, and enjoy the whole thing. Good morning. It's about 6:30, and it's chilly last night. I don't know, maybe 40 degrees or so. Taking a look
Doesn't look like my backpack was disturbed at all. I'm gonna take my backpack down and I'm gonna head up and see if we can make it to the top this morning. I just grabbed a bottle of water, left my pack back at the camp, and I'm gonna head up and summit this morning without the pack, so that'll be much easier. But yeah, let's get going. I don't see any more climbing. Wait, no, over here to the left. I got excited when I saw this ridge, but I guess I'm not close. Got another 3/10 of a mile to go. I came up on the sign. There's a little overlook here, and you can see Palm Springs below, and it's really pretty spectacular. I'm gonna see if the sun is rising right up over Palm Springs, so we'll see if we can get it exposed, right? I'll zoom in a little bit. Yeah, it's hard to see. Much more beautiful in person. I think I lost the trail here. Oh. So close. I feel like after, I'm 98% of the way there, and I finally caught my second wind, or maybe it's just some adrenaline. But yeah, it looks like we're close. I crossed paths with some hikers coming down, and they said the last bit is gnarly. I'm not sure if this is gnarly or not, but it's not exactly a marked trail, so man, I don't know. Yeah, I'm definitely not on the trail. I'm gonna see if we can do this. Holy moly. All right, I guess we're doing some bit of rock climbing here. Hey, there we go. Maybe there is no trail at the top. All right, we gotta get up this. Let's see, we'll go this way. Man, adrenaline's a powerful thing. Because 10-15 minutes ago, man, I was struggling. All right, so here's our sign, but I gotta get over this crevasse. So I'm gonna set the camera down for a sec. Hopefully I don't fall. Did it! Yeah! Holy moly. I don't know if you're gonna be able to hear over all this wind. It is pretty crazy up here. Having been at Mount Baldy recently, I just my my sample of mountains is pretty small, and it has it's bald at the top, so I guess that's where it gets its name. And there's plenty of room to set up a tent and hang out. Here it's just I don't know, an outcrop of rocks, but holy moly, the view is crazy. When you grow up in a different area of the country, just with different landscapes and geography, it just makes it that much more beautiful, you know. It's just you're let's see, where am I going here? Got a trail splits off. All right, this looks like the right way. And then also on the flip side, you know, I spent my entire life in Wisconsin and Minnesota, and never really appreciated how beautiful it is there. But yeah, I mean, after moving to California, I just couldn't get over the fact how beautiful the desert is, for example. Just sort of how desolate it is, has a certain beauty to it. But then, yeah, when you go back home, it just kind of helps you appreciate and sort of highlights the need for us to get out and explore a little bit, which I've never been very good at. So I was kind of hoping to remedy that as I approach middle age. It just feels great to be out in nature. Also kind of a interesting quality about just being by yourself too. When you're out of shape like I am, it is kind of nice to go solo, because you can stop as often as you want. No one's gonna judge you. Sure, there might be an occasional hiker who passes you. They don't know your life. They don't know that it's the 7th time you've stopped. All right, getting back to the campsite. I'm actually kind of expecting to see my tent by now. Let's see, I guess I'm just a little turned around, but I need chapstick. Bad. Just the dry air plus the wind chill at the peak this morning. It's got my lips just a little hurting. I need to get some breakfast too. So I just took a drink of water and hit the trail this morning to get to the peak. So I'm excited to make some coffee and oatmeal. And if the coffee's doing its job, I can use one of those, which is pretty exciting. Instead of just, going old school squatting. So I was thinking, I got to the top, just how rewarding it is. I wanted to send a little message to Elliot. If you ever watch this, I'll probably be dead and gone, and then you'll be like, you know what? I'm gonna watch a video that my dad posted on YouTube. It's before that, you probably won't care. But maybe you will. And maybe, just maybe, at some point in your life, we could do something like this together. It's gonna be really exciting.
Get my coffee going. My coffee flavored sugar. This campground is relatively quiet. It's kind of nice. The sites are pretty far away from one another. You can barely even see other tents.
Well, we're all packed up and ready to hike out. Man, it feels great going down and just not being in pain. I feel like I should probably shoot more video going down with a smile on my face rather than just going up. I tend to shoot more video on the way up because I'm stopping every, I don't know, 3/4 of a mile or so. I haven't stopped yet on the way down, and I'm feeling great. Look at that. So yeah, I guess I didn't have much to say other than hike isn't all pain. A good portion of it, about half, plus the time you spend at the peak, feels pretty great. Was it worth it? Okay, well, we made it. Now I just gotta find my car. Lots of fun. Now I get to treat myself. 2 rewards: air conditioning and extra flaming hot bag of Cheetos. Twice as hot.